This is the indicators video, and in this video we're going to learn how to add indicators to your charts, how to modify the indicator settings or parameters, how to remove the indicators from your charts, how to import an indicator from outside your charts, adding an indicator to another indicator, and finally using the meta editor to create an indicator if all you have is the indicator code. How to add indicators. At some point, you're going to want to add indicators to your charts. There are three ways to go about doing this. The first way is with the indicators button in your toolbar. We'll click the button and you'll see at the top we have the top 6 most recently added indicators. Then we have essentially what are file folders containing more indicators. This customs folder will be the file folder that will contain the indicators that you have added that are not default indicators that come with the charting package. So if we pick an indicator that we like, we'll click this. Up opens the properties box. We adjust the properties, hit OK, and our indicator will be applied to the chart. The second way to go about this is through the navigator window. We'll click indicators. Now we can drag and drop an indicator, or we can double click it and the properties box will open. We can make the adjustments and have them applied to the chart. Now the third way that we can do this is insert. Click the insert tab, indicators, just a mouse over the indicators, and then we get the same options with the same folders. And that is how you'll apply the indicators to your charts. How to modify indicator settings or parameters. You're going to want to modify your indicators at some point. You can change the color or change the settings. There are a couple of different ways to do this. The first way is to double click on the indicator you would like changed. This is a moving average. I will double click this and the indicator properties box will pop up. Now from here we can change the properties. We have the period. I want exponential. Let's make it a thick line and we'll change the color to blue. And this will change this indicator's properties. Another way is to right click on any indicator and we'll see at the bottom we have an indicators list. We can choose the indicators list. And that list will give us all the indicators that we have on our charts. If we want to change one of them, we'll select it, click Edit, and then that will bring up the Properties box. If we change the Properties box here, we can close. It will modify the indicator. Pressing Ctrl-I on your keyboard also opens up the list of indicators, and right clicking on an indicator we'll get the indicator properties. We'll click that and then again the properties box opens and we can make the adjustments from here. So right clicking the indicator properties box, double clicking on the indicator opens the properties box, Control-I opens the list of indicators, and from there we can choose to edit them. And also right clicking anywhere on your chart, you will have the option to open the indicators list as well. From there, click whichever indicator you would like to edit and go from there. Removing indicators. When you want to remove an indicator, there are a couple of ways to do this. You can right click on the indicator you wish to remove and from here choose delete indicator, or you can right click and then choose the indicators list. You can right click on any indicator to choose the indicators list, and from here you select any indicator that you wish to remove and click delete and then close. You will find that indicator is removed. There are a couple of ways to get to that indicators list. Right clicking on any indicator will give you that option. Right clicking anywhere on the chart. A blank spot on the chart will give you the indicators list option, or just pressing Control I on your keyboard. Importing an indicator. If you have purchased or installed an indicator and wish to download it onto your MT4 charts, this is how you do it. You have to dump it into the indicators file folder. So from here, I want to go to my computer, the C drive, and remember this is the program files. Now I'm looking for the file folder, the MT4 file folder. This is the one that we made a note of while we're installing it. And then from here we have experts, and then finally the indicators list. This is the indicators file folder. This is the AA MACD 2 line. This is my own MACD indicator. I'm going to drag and drop it into the indicators file folder. It is now there. So if you have your charts open, you must close your charts. If we take a look in the custom, we will see that there is no AA MACD indicator in here. We must close the charts first, and it's as simple as just getting out of it, reopening the charts. And now that the charts have been reopened, we'll go to the indicators button, the custom button, and here we have the AA MACD 2 line. So we can click this, up opens the properties box, do what we will with the properties, hit OK, and now we have our custom imported or purchased indicator on our platform. This is where you go to the C drive, program files, your MetaTrader 4, and if you've downloaded MetaTrader from a different broker, then this file folder will be named more appropriately to your broker's name. But that's the MetaTrader file folder. The experts and the indicator goes into this indicators file folder. And once you've installed the indicator, once you've moved it into that file folder, you must restart your charts. And once you have done that, the platform will identify that there is a new indicator there and make it available to you. Adding an indicator to another indicator. You can add an indicator to an indicator. Down here you'll see that we have a 14-period RSI, and I would like to add a moving average to this. So what I will do is go to my navigator window, find my indicators. I can press the plus or double click on the indicators, find moving average. Now I want to drag and drop the moving average onto the indicator window that I wish to add the indicator to. The properties box will pop up. I want to do an 8 simple period. We'll make it red. But this is the important part. If I hit OK now, because it's applied to close, it'll apply it to the price chart. What I want to do is apply it to the first indicator's data. Now that it's applied to the first indicator's data, hit OK. The indicator will be applied to the RSI. Now I can add another moving averages if I want. Same exact thing. Now I can do two different things. I have two options. Let's say I want to add a 13 simple moving average. I'll make this one orange. If I choose first indicator's data, it will apply it to the RSI. If I choose previous indicator's data, it will apply it to the indicator that I just added. So this will become a 13 period. What we'll do is make it an 8 period. Previous, because the one is 8, I'll make this one 8 just so you can see that it is added to the moving average and not the RSI. So this orange line is an 8 period simple moving average of the 8 period simple moving average, the red line, which is an 8 period simple moving average of the RSI line. So you can add an indicator to an indicator. Now if we want to get rid of the indicators, we can hit Control I. It opens up the properties box. And the bottom one is the most recently added, so we can delete that if we want. We can click on the indicator, right click on the indicator and delete that. Or if we want to delete the entire RSI window with all the indicators, we can choose Delete Indicator Window. And that will get rid of the entire window and every indicator that is in it. Using the meta editor. There are going to be times where you find an indicator that you want to use, but all you have for it is the indicator code. It'll be the script. That is not the actual indicator itself, and MetaTrader will not recognize that. We have to find a way to turn that script into an actual indicator file, and this is how we can do that. I happen to have some code here. Now I have an indicator code, so Control A. Now I will copy. Control A selects all the text. Now I've copied the code. Next is to go to the meta editor. This is this diamond, this yellow diamond with the exclamation mark. Open the meta editor window. And from here, File, New. What I want is a custom indicator. Click Next. Now you have to give it a name before you can proceed. So we'll call this AAATMA. Click Next and Finish. And now this, what we get here is the beginning of the code. A coder will take this and add to it. We don't need any of this, so I'll go Control A to select and then delete. Because I've already got the code copied to my clipboard, I will paste the code into this window. Now the next step is to hit the compile button. When you hit compile, it will tell you if there are any warnings or errors. If there are errors, MetaTrader 4 will not recognize the indicator once you install it. In this case, we're looking good. No errors or warnings. I will close that. And now we save the file. So save as. I will go AAA, TMA. I want to save this to my desktop. And now we can close the meta editor window. And from here, on the desktop, I have my AAA TMA indicator. So now I want to put it into the proper file folder. So I'm going to go to my computer, double click the C drive. I'm looking for my program files drive. Now I'm looking for my MetaTrader 4 file folder. And then my experts file folder. And this is the indicators file folder that I wish to put this into. So I'll drag and drop that into the indicators file folder. And now I must restart my charts. So I have these charts here. I must close the charts, open up a new set of charts, and then in the indicators, under custom, you will find the AAA TMA indicator. And that is how you take the code and turn it into an actual usable indicator. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you in the next video.